Ship ahoy with a heave and a hoe. We've just hoisted anchor in the harbor of Halifax at Nova Scotia, and we're out to sea again, the first time since the World War curtailed civilian travel to Europe. The good ship upon which we sail is the Scythia, one of the best in the Atlantic service, with a praiseworthy record for transporting thousands of troops from country to country during the most trying years of the war. It seems like old times to breathe the balmy salt air again and bask in the peaceful diversions of an ocean voyage. But we have not entirely escaped the aftermath of war, for among the passengers on board there are about 150 evacuee children, homeward bound after an absence of several years from their native land. Most of these youngsters, many of whom were infants when they were sent from Great Britain to America at the outbreak of hostilities in Europe, have become so accustomed to living in Canada and the United States that they have changed their native accents, manners, and viewpoints. And undoubtedly, their parents will have an interesting experience in getting them back into their former way of living, if such a thing is possible in Britain or anywhere else in this modern world, a world that has temporarily abandoned the spirit of old lang syne and is apparently trying to shape some new kind of life with utter disregard for the sentimental traditions of yesteryears. At the port of Liverpool, most of our evacuee children disembark, and after changing ships, we sail across the Irish Sea and into the North Channel, a distance of about 156 miles, to our port of disembarkation, which is Belfast, capital of Northern Ireland, famed as the cradle of many ocean-going vessels, the United Kingdom's 6th largest port, and the world's leading linen center. On the outskirts of the city, there are farms and country lanes forming an agricultural background for Belfast, a highly industrialized metropolis, with a $3 million city hall, built of Portland stone and housing stately rooms and corridors of Greek and Italian marbles. In the central square of the city, we were particularly impressed by the rapid tempo of the people as they hurried to and fro in the fulfillment of their daily chores. Thanks to the warm winds that soften the climate of Belfast, trees and flowers bloom here in all seasons. And the city's botanical gardens are rated among the finest in the world. A few miles from the heart of the city stands the impressive Parliament building, which contains the Senate and House of Commons for Northern Ireland, a gift of the British government. On this auspicious occasion, we are favored with the opportunity of photographing their Majesties, the King and Queen, and Her Royal Highness, the Princess Elizabeth, who are paying a victory visit to their loyal subjects in Northern Ireland. The people of Northern Ireland consider America and the British Empire as two of the world's greatest forces embodying the spirit of free men. They believe life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are the rights of all men, And whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. They, therefore, are strongly united to Britain and her unwritten plan of government, which has evolved slowly through the ages. An empire with a policy of freedom by installments, making it more or less a group of independent dominions that remain a commonwealth of British communities. Though the North Channel and Irish Sea flow between Great Britain and Northern Ireland, the same traditional ideas and way of life are shared, which has made Ulstermen tenaciously loyal to their union with Great Britain. Here, their majesties are greeted by a delegation of noted Ulster officials who have organized a special reception in behalf of former war workers of Belfast, affording them the opportunity of meeting their king and queen and their Princess Elizabeth on common ground. Born of a Scottish father and an English mother, Queen Elizabeth is the first British woman not of royal rank to marry a British king, since James II married his Lord Chancellor's daughter in 1660. She is highly esteemed as an intelligent, responsible, and capable woman, noted for her charm and simplicity in manners as well as dress. Princess Elizabeth, heir presumptive to the British throne, was about 13 years of age when her country declared war on Germany, and all during the crisis, a considerable portion of her busy hours were devoted to various war services and home defense. Unlike other girls in Britain, the princess officially became of age on her 18th birthday, April 21st, 1944, at which time she ceased to be an individual. She, like her parents, belongs to the nation. Britons can never forget that two of their greatest sovereigns were women, Elizabeth and Queen Victoria. Although King George VI is a rather modest and retiring person by nature, and a family man by preference, he has both courage and humor in his character. During the First World War, he served in the Royal Navy and the Royal Air Force, and on occasions like this, he often meets an old wartime comrade with whom he enjoys reminiscing. Among his varied responsibilities, he is a field marshal in the Army, an admiral of the fleet, and a marshal of the Royal Air Force. The princess now departs to attend a special function arranged in her honor, while her ever-attentive mother waves a fond farewell. Time and time again in the history of Great Britain, we are reminded of how deeply the love of royalty has been embedded in the hearts of all true Britons. And our final glimpse of the present king and queen, surrounded by their beloved subjects, leaves no doubt in our minds regarding the popularity of their majesties in Belfast. And this is the thought that we take with us as we reluctantly say farewell to the capital city of Northern Ireland.